Well, I'm using my square pan for the first time. I got it set on low, but I'll tell you, it's a thin pan and it heats up really fast. So I'm gonna have to get used to that. All right. Square omelet coming up. We'll be back. I put a little bit of, just a drop or two of water in there because I'm hoping the steam will sort of cook the top of the egg. I really want to get to a point where I don't have to flip it over because in a square pan it's going to be a little hard to do. But we're getting there. I'm going to give it another minute. I turned it way down. So we'll see in a minute. All right, I flipped it. It's not so hard to do with a really super wide omelet flipping tool. The Flippinator 3000. All right, I'm gonna put that on there. Why won't you go under there? Isn't that weird? Try the big one. Huh. Well now, isn't that something? I'm gonna need both hands for this. Well, it's a thin gauge pan, so I'm really gonna have to watch my heat on that. I don't know why I couldn't get that spatula underneath the edge of that. That's never happened before. This is mushroom, pepper, onion, Swiss. Man, that is a meal. And for supper, I'm gonna eat a boatload of tomatoes and probably 3 cucumbers. Alrighty. I'm not gonna say yay or nay on this pan yet. I'm gonna give it a few more omelets and see if I can't master. I'm definitely gonna have to run it at a lower heat. And you know, I'm gonna have to master getting a spatula underneath the end of it, the side of it, and flipping it over, because I did manage to flip the egg over. That wasn't a problem, but for some reason getting the spatula back under it, you saw the trouble I had. I ended up having to use my fork and a spatula, and between the two of them I was able to flip it over. But it's not a precision flip like I like, you know, where the edges are perfectly even. So we'll see. I'm not going to say yay or nay on that pan for a few more omelets. Shall we eat? All right. I was going to just have a tomato cucumber supper, but we decided we better cook this hamburg meat because we thought it out. So we're going to do a solar oven meatloaf and a whole bunch. Oh, what the heck? How did that get in there? Now it's ruined. Oh well, we'll just have to eat it. So we're going to do a solar oven meatloaf with veggies and enough butter to float a boat.
This has got a lot of salt on it.
It does. I guess salt is the cheapest ingredient. I'm in charge of putting stuff away.
Yes, you are. You done with that? Done with all
Done
that?
with the Worcestershire?
I am. We're done. Done. Do not have a video expression.
Okay.
You about to have halfway through this. I'm gonna have to bring it in. And all I did last time was mix up some barbecue sauce, some ketchup, and some Worcestershire, and you can do that and pour it on it. Or you can just take a bottle of barbecue sauce out there, or...
Well, yesterday I used the All Seasons solar cooker, and before that I used the Haynes 2.0. That's the oven bag. I just want to put it back in there. So today I'm going to use the All-American. Okay. See you in several hours. Now I'm going to go down to the shop. I'm going to finish Teresa's sheath, and then I'm going to here, I'm going to show you. We'll go inside. Okay, before I go any further, I had someone ask me a question. Actually, he asked me through text, and I'm going to answer the text, but I ordered from Oleg on Facebook June 3rd or 4th, and on the 10th, they sent me this, a shipping label, but it says that they have not received it. Shipping label created, awaiting item. And here it is, what, the 30th? That's 20 days. Normally, it does not take that long. Here's the thing. Let me get out of that. Let me make sure I don't have anything here that I can't show you. So this is what I've got coming on the second shipment. And that's the pieces. And that's why I buy from Oleg. His pieces are about half of what they are somewhere else. Okay, and here's the shipment that I'm waiting for now. So I've got almost $400 worth of wood coming. And this is what I've ordered. And this is the shipment that they have. So let me look at when I ordered this. Okay, so it was the 7th. And then, now, I have the knives I'm fixing to show you. Well, screw it. Who doesn't know where I live? And, okay, what the hell? If you want to send me dog pictures, that's the number you send them to. Or cat pictures, or bobcat, or leopard, or lion, or a rhinoceros, giraffe, whatever you have. So this is what I have. I have 2 identical pieces of Chechen burl coming. And that's $120. And this is what I've got it coming for. I've got to shut the phone off and get these ready. I've got another set of these cut out. I don't have the bevels ground. They're not sold, but I'm already into it, $120, not these, with the wood I bought. And they're going to be polished and bituminous. And I'm looking forward to getting started on them. That's going to be a very long project. And I'm going to have to ask a pretty good penny for it because I'm already starting with $120 worth of handle wood. They are going to be identical. And the sheaths, I've got some really big plans for the sheaths. There's this method, I guess you'd say method, of quilting the leather. It just looks quilted. And I'm going to try that. And they're going to match. They're both, the sheaths are going to match. The handles are going to match. They're both going to be polished. And they're going to be beauty-nificent. Okay. So I may regret putting my phone number up there, but oh well. Please don't call me. And please don't send me weird pictures. Just animals. All right, this is going to be some trial and some error. So, and this is my only piece of poster board, so I hope I don't make any mistakes. What I've done is lay the blade down. trace around it, and then give myself enough width here for the webbing. And then I basically folded it over like this. And same thing, give myself a little room for the webbing. And that's my belt loop. It's gonna go longer than that, but I started too high. Yeah, I should have started a little lower, but anyway. I'm gonna cut this out, fold it over right on the center of this, and then I'm going to shape this side. I give it kind of a little curvy doodle there, make it look a little more attractive. So let me get this cut out. God, that was my one shot, and I made one mistake, two mistakes. So what I did was made a similar to the handle that's on the knife, and I'm not gonna quite, I want to call it a machete because it's way too big to be a knife, but it's not too big to be a machete. So I'm gonna try to train myself to call it the chopper. What I'm gonna do is grind a little bit off the nose of these, taper these in like I usually do, and I'm out of board. I gotta get some more board. I'm gonna make all my mistakes on the poster board, or whatever you call this material, and not on the leather, because I have just enough leather to make these two sheaths. Okay, I think what I need to do is from this line, hold on, let me lay this down here. From this line, I need to start flaring it out like this. Yeah. Sort of like this is the swamp rat sheath. And the reason I flare these out like this is because by the time you get the handle in, it pulls the leather this away, and there's enough to do that. So I'm going to have to do that with this, but start a little lower with my flaring out. So what do? Do I stop? I think what I'm going to do is let me see, what time is it? Damn, where did the day go? It's 11:30. Jeez. Okay, I'm going to make Teresa's knife and get it done. Put it in a box and mail it to her today. And on my way to the post office, I'll stop and get some more of this, because I can't do anything without it. So that's the next step. Plus I gotta take some samples, dye samples, and send it to the guy who has bought this, paid for this. He's already paid, so. Okay. So let me just say this. This is probably gonna be the last time I'm in here for today. My next project, I've got wood coming. As a matter of fact, I just got a note from Desert Ironwood telling me that my stuff had been shipped. My Karelian birch, I have identical Karelian birch coming. So these handles are gonna match perfectly. And I think I'm going to mirror polish these. Gonna be a lot of sanding, but I like mirror polishing. Anyway, and the holes are all matched up. Everything is matched. All right, let's go into the other room, Breezy. Celebrate Meatloaf, come on. Bum, 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 bum. Well, it's as you can see in the reflection, it's a partly cloudy day, but I gotta stand here, wait for the sun to come back out so I can be sure I got this aimed right. Okay, I have mailed Teresa's knife, and when I hesitate, I'm looking out yonder. The deer have been hanging around a lot lately. As a matter of fact, when we go out, my wife has been putting some corn out for them way down the hill down here, and Lucy scared them off earlier. I'm gonna go back down there and see if they're there. Oh, golly. I'll tell you what. Been a warm, tiring day. So that's it for me today. I'm gonna get a fresh start in the morning, and I'm not gonna make a leather sheath until I have the pattern perfected, because you can waste a lot of leather experimenting. So the way I do it now is I make the paper sheath and I put the knife in it. You know, when I have these clamps here, and I close it up as if it's, you know, leather, and then I put the knife in and make sure it's not gonna pull the seams apart and stuff like that. And the guy is gonna get with me. I gave him the options of the dye that I have, because he doesn't want a fade or anything fancy. And I have a whole jug, a big quart jug of black dye that I use. Anyway, boy. All right, I'm gonna go sit around and watch my meatloaf cook. That almost sounded dirty. And on the front porch. It's only 90, but geez, the humidity is ridiculous. Which is why I took the knives home to keep them out of the humidity. And when I get his knives, the sheaths for his knives completely made and the sheaths dried, I'm hoping I can ship them to him Monday or Tuesday. And then I told you my next big project is this, and it's gonna be biblical. I hope. I'm gonna grind the bevels on, and if the bevels come out perfect, then I go. Otherwise, it's satin finish, and you know, I sell them for a lot less. But these are gonna be a matched pair, completely matched. The handle wood, Carillion, stabilized Carillion burl that I bought from Arizona Ironwood, and they got cut off the same block, so they're that identical. Pins, and you know what? I gotta order a 1/4-inch tube. I used my last bit of 1/4-inch tube on that swamp rat because I made so many mistakes. Actually, the mistake I made is when you go into the bandsaw with a 1/4-inch tube, the bandsaw wants to squish it, so you gotta go in really, really slow. And that's another thing. When I get to it, the paracord, putting the paracord through the lanyard holes on his knife, I'm going to take a picture of all the paracord that I have and let him pick what color he thinks would go. Okay, that's it for today. It's early. It's like 1:30. But I figure about an hour and a half, maybe 2, the meatloaf will be done, because it's been in and out cloudy. So we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I'll show you that meatloaf before I eat it. That'll be the last clip. And nobody has sent me any handsome dogs or beautiful dog or cats pictures. And, you know, if you saw my number, send them to me. And please don't go nuts with a number. Don't send me any dirty pictures. Or call me at 3 in the morning. You ready to go home? It's warm, isn't it? Let's go sit in the front porch. We had some meatloaf shrinkage.
Man.
And boy, does that look good. Too bad I got all that butter in there, huh? You want me to get you cushion peas, hon?
No, you know I don't eat meatloaf.
Okay. What about some veggies?
Oh, right now, I'm gonna go take a shower.
Cebolla, chili verde, chili rojo, and cow. Good stuff. If only I hadn't accidentally dropped a whole stick of butter in there. Boy, that's good. I don't know what it is about cooking in the sun.